So here's a not-so-fun fact. While almost half of the world's population is surviving off of little more than $5 per day, the top 1% at the peak of the capitalist food chain are worth more than 8 billion people on this planet. Yes, you've heard that right. This is where the problem of wealth inequality has gotten us to. And while the coronavirus has closed your favorite mom-and-pop restaurant and effectively devastated the entire world's economy, the pandemic has proved nothing short of ludicrous for the elite. A report estimating an increase of around $400 billion in the combined wealth of the top 10 wealthiest men on the planet. You'd be forgiven to think that this is an over-exaggeration, but it's just the grim reality. While you're sitting out the lockdown in your house playing video games and watching Netflix, the top 1% have quadrupled their personal fortunes since the start of 2020. Was worth a staggering $25 billion near March of 2020. In the wake of the new year, he has amassed a jaw-dropping net worth of $201 billion. So, who's the top 1% of the top 1%? Here are the top 10 wealthiest people in the world at the time of making this video. And spoiler alert, they're all men, so it says something about the gender gap as well. Number 10, Larry Ellison, $79.2 billion. Starting at number 10, we have Larry Ellison, an American investor and co-founder of one of the biggest staples in the tech industry, the Oracle Foundation. He served as the company's CEO until 2014. He has amassed great personal fortune of $79.2 billion, thanks to his amazing insight into technology and innate talent to predict what important changes will occur at any moment in the tech industry. Larry's well known for his lavish lifestyle, complete with yachts and private jet, including the big scary ones. But to his credit, he's done his fair share of hard work to be where he's at today. Currently, he's adding to his net worth by investing in valuable stocks, such as Tesla. Foreshadowing. At number 9, we have none other than the renowned computer scientist Sergey Brin, the co-founder of one of the world's biggest tech giants, Google. Brin was a prodigy from the get-go. He graduated from the University of Maryland with bachelor's degree in computer science and went to the prestigious Stanford University to pursue a PhD. At Stanford, he met Larry Page, and the duo decided to ditch their PhD in favor of their new startup, and the rest is history. Sergey isn't much of a charismatic media attention magnet, the kind fit for the CEO position, and he knows that. He served Google driving innovation and improving the technology behind the scenes, uninterested in the company's business aspect. But that is not to say he hasn't taken his fair share of the company's profits. As of yet, Sergey sits at a stunning net worth of $79.2 billion. He's kept a relatively low profile, but is known for being a generally charitable person. Number 8, Larry Page, $81.8 billion. At number 8, we have the other half of Google's co-founder duo, Larry Page, with a net worth of around $81.8 billion. Like Sergey, Larry Page isn't known for living an extravagant lifestyle either, and has remained on the back end, working on the search engine algorithm. Like Sergey, Larry is also known for being indifferent to the idea of being CEO. But unlike Sergey, Larry actually used to be the CEO of Alphabet, the parent company of Google. But he since stepped down from that position to focus his attention on search ranking algorithm for Google, which he co-wrote with Sergey Brin in 2004. Since then, Larry has been investing in many tech-related companies and startups, including one promising car manufacturer, Tesla Motors. Number 7, Zhong Shenshen, $87 billion. At number 7 is China's biggest business tycoon, Zhong Shenshen, with a net worth of about $87 billion, making him the richest man in all of Asia. He got his way with his company Nongfu Spring, which he founded in 1996. The company started to sell bottled water across China, but since has grown to hold a near monopoly over China's fizzy drink market. Like all great entrepreneurs, Zhong is a dropout, but unlike those other entrepreneurs, he left school for a very sinister reason. His parents were prosecuted during Mao Zedong's Cultural Revolution, which swept across China in the 50s. Before he started his entrepreneurial endeavor, he had to work a lot of menial jobs. Unlike most billionaires, Zhong doesn't seem to like public appearances very much. Zhong owns another multi-million-dollar company, the Chinese pharma giant Wante, which has come to surround itself with controversies over its practices that endanger many species for their body parts, which are used in the medicines. Number 6, Warren Buffett. Most of us automatically roll our eyes when we hear the term business prodigy thrown around. However, Warren Buffett had undeniably proven to be just that, and that too way before the self-made lifestyle was popular among the kids. Warren Buffett started investing at the age of 11. He bought his first couple of stock for just $38, and by the age of 16, he had amassed a fortune of $50,000. Warren Buffett is a household name. Whenever we talk about billionaires, we talk about Warren Buffett. His name has become synonymous with wealth, class, and luxury. Warren has a quality of being very liberal with his money regarding charity. Just within the last 2 decades, Buffett has spent over $37 billion USD in philanthropic projects out of his personal fortunes. But then again, he was earning $37 million every day of the week back in 2013. Warren Buffett is hailed as the champion of long-term investment and currently sits at a net worth of around $88.2 billion, with no plans to retire, it seems. Number 5. Mark Zuckerberg. Next on our list is our reptilian overlord and founder of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg was always a techie by passion. He made his first computer program for his father's office when he was only 12 years old. He was an outstanding student and was known as a programming prodigy at Harvard, where he began working on Facebook and eventually dropped out in his sophomore year. He made the world's youngest billionaire at the age of 23 back in 2007. Facebook has come a long way from being a simple social media service. It hit 1 billion users globally back in 2012 and went public the same year. It has since turned into one of the world's biggest tech giants, with Zuckerberg still at its helm. Today, he is sitting at a net worth of about $94 billion, continuing to be the CEO of Facebook to this day. Number 4. Bernard Arnault. At number 4, we have Bernard Arnault, and don't press skip just yet, because he's a really interesting guy. Aside from being one of the richest European businessmen, he's the biggest fish in the sea of fashion. He's the founder and current CEO of Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy, a corporate conglomerate that hundreds of prestigious luxury brands specializing in fashion items such as cosmetics, perfumes, jewelry, and clothing lines. The company serves as the biggest patron of arts in all of Europe. Bernard Arnault is the guy who sells luxury clothes and art to the other billionaires. He is currently the richest man in fashion, with an estimated net worth of around $112 billion. Number 3. Bill Gates. At number 3, we have the founder of Microsoft, Bill Gates. Bill Gates was nothing short of a computer prodigy. One might argue he's the most influential prodigy that has come to shape the way we interact with computers today. He certainly had a passion for computer programming at a very early age. Gates dropped out of a law degree at Harvard to start Microsoft and created the world's greatest operating system, Microsoft Windows. Gates remained with Microsoft until 2014, when he stepped down as CEO to focus his attention and energy on charitable issues with Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. He's working to cure many deadly diseases that are ravaging globally, especially in third world countries. While most billionaires talk about going to the moon and whatnot, Gates wants to end malaria. Currently, he owns 1% of Microsoft's total stock, which makes him one of the richest people on the planet, with a net worth of $120.2 billion. Number 2. Jeff Bezos. At number 2, we have Jeff Bezos, the world's richest man a mere few weeks ago. Born in Albuquerque, Jeff is a graduate of Princeton University. He graduated with a degree in computer science and engineering and pursued a career at Wall Street until 1994, when he made the risky decision to launch an internet startup, Amazon, which only sold books at the time. Not only did his business survive the dot-com bubble crash of the early 2000s, but he also managed to grow it substantially by the time internet was ripe enough to support Amazon's business model. His long-term foresight and business strategies have led him to amass a substantial fortune that exceeds $200 billion. He's been the world's richest man since 2017, surpassed only briefly a couple of times until a few weeks ago. Number 1. Elon Musk. Elon Musk, the founder of SpaceX and the innovative CEO of Tesla Inc., just surpassed Jeff Bezos in the total net worth of $1 billion a week ago. He's currently sitting at a total net worth of $201 billion, making him the richest person on the planet. Best known for making risky yet grand entrepreneurial ventures, such as carbon emission-free tech and space exploration, Elon Musk's rise as the world's richest man was unprecedented. Nobody had expected it to consider his business endeavors' risky nature. He had only entered the list of top 10 billionaires last year. Musk is the founder of such known services as PayPal and SpaceX, the latter of which he's the CEO of. Musk has also made a significant contribution to the automobile industry, with the state-of-the-art electric cars that were produced under his leadership in Tesla. It was due to the sharp rise in the share price of Tesla that Elon Musk became the richest man on the planet within just 1 year. That's it for this video. Who do you think will be the richest person in the future? Tell us down in the comments. Be sure to subscribe for more content like this and turn on notifications so you never miss any video from us. Until next time, goodbye.